fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
2nd and long. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 36.
2nd and 6. And finding the tight end, Wilson. That one goes for 24 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver, Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
On first and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Yo.
Throwing on first down. Worthington. Open man is Uzama. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rock it. Battle down. Look, squeeze. Watch out.
On second down now, it's King, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
I can't believe you let you play.
Hey, Sam off.
Slap.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, team 6. 5.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Parker, the intended target. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Throwing to start the drive. Worthington. He gets this to Devontae Adams. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd and 3. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. Looking to throw. Worthington, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Worthington. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A big gain on the play. But it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Check 24.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Bengals.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The offense take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Who that? Who that?
Check. Check. Check.
Go. Slant. Watch the slant. Motion.
Check. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Quick talk. Eddie Weber. Bring it. Check.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check. Go.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
Mike's 56. Oh, you got deep?
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
This is Fournette. And some space here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Second and 1. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Ross on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Down. 70. Indy.
On 3rd down, Worthington nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And it's fielded at the 34. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll look to throw here. He finds an opening past the 40. Caught. It's Wilson. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Tighten up, tighten up. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 59, Mike.
2nd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Safety creep. Watch the eyes. Recon, 132 fighter. Fight.
On 1st and 10, Worthington under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, foxtrot.
Back to throw. Worthington. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Worthington nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
57. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Squeeze, double. Share.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
59.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he hits Drake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd down. Worthington. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Stay with your man.
Mike.
Look at me. Go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Looking to throw. Worthington. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Mason. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Go! 30 base. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Worthington going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. That's it. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Worthington looking deep for Adams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 79 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start. second half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Back to throw. Worthington looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now Joe Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Worthington. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Worthington. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch QB drop. Alert flare, flare. 61. Next block.
2nd and 4. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Worthington looking deep for Adams, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw. Gets this one to use check.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Check 43. Short. 56.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Shift. Go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. Take the Pittsburgh. He's 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, D. Check. Fresno. Undercrush. Don't take. Spell.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
56. Coming. Shoot.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Motion, motion, motion.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Check, check, 59. Rock and roll. Rest. Shit, shit.
From the gun, it's Drake. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, it's King, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Smooth. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
From the gun, Worthington. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Worthington. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curls. Let it go.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Worthington. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rip right, rip right. Check your hot read.
Protein spill.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh,